Well, good morning. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us today. We're so excited to present our first virtual grant check presentation with IICF Colorado. And with that, I'd like to welcome Christina Olson of There with Care, as well as our IICF board leadership, Tim Mullenpaw and Sarah Dismuke. So with that, Tim, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Thank you, Melissa. Christina, it's a pleasure to be here with you. And I wanted to just ask you if you could share with us a little bit about the mission that you have with There with Care. Really love to hear from you about what your mission is and what you're all about.
Great, thank you. Well, There with Care serves critically ill children and their families. Our mission is to provide thoughtful and fundamental services to children and families during the critical phase of a medical crisis. And we do that by receiving referrals from medical agencies in the Denver metro area, social workers, and we build a network of services and people who help ease the burden of life's day-to-day obligations with compassion and care.
How has the COVID-19 pandemic impacted youth and families that you serve?
Yeah, well, what we talk about when we try to share with people on trying to understand what critical illness means for a family, we speak of the isolation and how overwhelming just day-to-day activities like going to the grocery store or preparing a meal or just accessing the hospital can be for families when they are dealing with a child who's critically ill, and that uncertainty and that sense of separation of family. And now I think we all can have a sense of that in a more intimate manner than ever before. Even though we're not experiencing the critical illness of their child, we understand a little bit more what isolation means, what it means to be separated, what it means to actually not have access to supplies, daily basic needs supplies. We used to speak about toilet paper, and I don't know if people really understood, how important even just toilet paper is, and suddenly everyone is now going, aha. And so for COVID-19 pandemic impact on our families, the level of trauma has increased dramatically. The fears, the worries have increased dramatically. Families are not able to visit their child hospitalized as a family. Only one parent can go, and they can only go to the hospital once. They can't go back and forth to take care of the rest of the family. So they are in the hospital. The cafeterias are closed. There's no means of cooking, like microwave is shut down. So the food insecurity is really a big issue for these families because they don't have what was kind of normalized before in the hospital to access. So we've adapted our food provisions to the families so that they can eat bedside with their child in the hospital room, like a hot plate, they can boil water in their hospital room. So it really becomes so basic and so fundamental to try and tailor help for these families. But the stress for families has increased dramatically as well because they are so fearful of germs for their immunocompromised children. So we are trying to stay with them, be with them as a kind and a caring support network, giving them peace of mind during a time that is, quite frankly, unimaginable for them.
That's an amazing mission and some really important work that you guys are doing to really meet the needs of children and families who are at the point of beyond isolation in the new reality, in the new world. So with that, we'd really like to be able to continue to help support and make sure that those families have the resources, the food, the cleaning supplies that they need in order to keep them and their families safe. So IICF Colorado chapter would like to officially award $30,000
Wow.
to There with Care, so you can further your mission and make sure that these children and families are well taken care of moving into the future.
Thank you so much, all of you and everyone at IICF. We are so honored. I'm in tears. It's been an amazing experience in that silver lining way to see how our community has come together to help everyone in our community. And this is such an example of that care and direct involvement to help one another, which is inspiring. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, Thank you
You're
for your
welcome.
work. We are so proud to support you, and we can't wait to continue to support you in the future. So congratulations, and hopefully more to come.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.